Welcome back. We have with us in the studio Eric Stefanski, and you are all up in the Ozark Arts Council and Lyric
All
business.
up in there.
All up in there. You know everything there is to know, right?
Oh, well, no, that would be my daughter.
But you're her sidekick when she can't be here.
That's exactly how she describes me, too.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's so much going on. We did end up with a cancellation. I think we had talked about before. Absolutely Patsy Cline, who's been 19 years in Branson, was going to be here this summer, and we just got notice this week she had surgery a little bit earlier, and she's not recovering well enough.
Okay.
So her whole season in Branson's canceled,
Wow.
and therefore her 2 shows here are canceled. But Juliana, as of this morning, was working on something else that should be fantastic.
Good.
So we're gonna go ahead and be just like Angel and say, yeah, we're not going to tell you yet, because well, first of all, nothing's signed yet, and second, there's so much else to talk about.
Right.
I mean, we've got coming up this Saturday the Mosaic Vocal Ensemble, which will sing everything from Gershwin to Puccini and throw humor into it as well. Fantastic vocalist with it. Coming up a week from Saturday is Pastor Pudge, Bob Courtney, who is he was a rodeo clown. His winter job actually was driving sports teams from North Ark to and from places. And Michael Mahoney, the drama teacher, and he ended up conversing. And Michael said, "This guy's hilarious, so we've got to get him." And you know, generally speaking, April is North Ark Drama's month.
Right.
They take over the theater, getting ready for their shorts, which comes up the last weekend of April. A Monster in Our Head, or The Monster in Our Heads, is the title for their shorts. I've gotten to see several of those, most of which were written by either Mr. Mahoney or Mr. Kuhn there at North Ark. And as we watch the development of those, that's been fantastic to see as well. But at any rate, Michael was talking with Bob Courtney, and like I said, he said, this guy's hilarious, you've got to get him. So Pastor...
Now, does he have a show? Or is
Yes,
he just,
yes.
Oh, okay.
Pastor Pudge's Redneck Revival.
Okay.
And he and his wife, Alta, who is billed as Sister Sludge, they will be coming in for the Redneck Revival. And it's looking like this is going to be a fantastic
And when
show.
is that one again?
That is a week from Saturday. Both this Saturday's show and next Saturday's are at 7 o'clock.
Okay.
Tickets available online, of course, at ticketpeak.com/Lyric Theater. With Pastor Pudge's Redneck Revival, actually, if you bring your $12 adult ticket and a bulletin from your church, then the Arts Council will send a check to your church for $2 off of your $10 ticket.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you get a good-sized group from your church, you've just made an extra kind of accidental offering,
yeah.
to go in as well.
Just make sure you know where to put it on your tax form.
Yes. We'll let Barbara Heiliger deal
There
with
there
that
you
one,
go.
not
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Then, of course, that's April. Once May hits, what's going to be big in rehearsal in May, of course, is Cinderella. Cinderella with an all under 18 cast. I think all of the cast members have been informed now, so that
they'll
should
be
be
able to-
published. And they're going to be starting music rehearsals actually this next week, and then full rehearsals starting off in May. That'll be performed the 2nd and 3rd weekends of June. And that's looking fantastic as well. This is the Rodgers and Hammerstein version of Cinderella, so you end up with even more music. And I know Juliana is musical director for it. Mary Crosley from out at FedEx is teaching the acting workshop. And they, as assistant directors, are really the ones who are coordinating the whole program that way of workshops and play. Of course, right when that's done, they actually moved that up a week for us, so that the final weekend of June, on June 26th, we've got the Glenn Miller Orchestra coming in. And of course, this is not a tribute to the Glenn Miller Orchestra. This is the orchestra he put together before he ended up going off in World War II and refocusing, redesigning the Army Air Force Band, which you know, we know what they've done since then. Of course, he was a major in the Army Air Force and was lost during World War II, but the orchestra continued on. And, you know, I don't think anybody is necessarily still original from that, because it'd make them well over 100. But as they've gone along, they kept having the high standards and following in his path with fantastic directors for it, so that they've continued to have top-notch musicians in it, and it is considered still the top big band orchestra sort of thing in this country.
Yeah.
So
There's
that's
a bit
like,
of history there that
absolutely.
people probably need to take
I
advantage
can
of it and
remember the
watch.
Glenn Miller Orchestra coming when I was in high school. And
Yeah,
so it was
that's
phenomenal.
and it's kind of like with Eric Bibb. They have taken such a liking to Harrison that it's like, we want to come back. Can we come back? And so they offered us, and they offered us an incredible deal to where we've been able to keep tickets down to 30, where normally at their normal rates we'd have had to charge $55, $60 a ticket. So we actually have I think $30 and $25 seats for it. People need to get their tickets now, though. There are already close to 100 tickets sold, and I mean, it's still 2.5 months away. If you don't get a ticket in the next couple of weeks, you're
may
probably
miss
not
out
getting one.
completely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's nice to see that the Lyrics have a consistent following of people that like the programs there, and the programs are more consistent
They're
than what
more
they were.
diverse now,
Yeah.
too, which is great.
And there's only a budget to get certain acts here. You can't bring in name acts, but there's a lot of entertainment out there that
Oh,
we
exactly.
deserve to watch.
Absolutely. And too, if folks will come and see the things that go on at the Lyric, I think just seeing a performance or two, both maybe a concert and one of the plays, it gets you to where you say, you know, I want to support this, not just be a fan, but actually be a member of the Ozark Arts Council. And it's when we have a number of memberships to the Ozark Arts Council, that's where we start to get to where we can get more name acts as well. Because it's not, you can't always depend on ticket sales. What you have to have is membership.
Right.
Membership, and especially corporate membership, but also individual membership, whether it's our $25 individual memberships or $100 family memberships or what have you. That's what gives you the resource in advance to be able to commit to things. Because these booking agents for these artists, they want you to pay at least a portion in advance. Glenn Miller Orchestra let us buy on just a $1,250 deposit, but $1,250 deposit was huge for us.
Sure it is.
But we were happy that folks were committed to it.
Yeah.
The money was there for it. Some of the other artists that we can get, it's the same sort of situation. But it's those memberships. And of course, we are just launching into our membership drive for the 2016-2017 season.
Okay,
So,
I was going to ask about that.
absolutely. We'll be talking about it more in the coming weeks. Letters should be going out and so on. We're looking at a couple of different events, one of which is an ice cream social in the context of the performance of the Music Man. Seems like it's either the week before or the week after or something. As Juliana says, because everybody will be ready to sing then. So we'll have good entertainment for folks coming out, probably at 12 Oaks for a fundraiser and membership appreciation sort of an event. And she says we'll actually have ice cream too, but there will be so much more than just ice cream for this ice cream social.
Good. A lot of things going on.
Good deal.
You can go to the website, give us that information.
Absolutely. If you just go to thelyricharrison.org and click Get Tickets, of course there's a calendar of events on that page as well. If you click Get Tickets, that'll take you to our ticketing website, or just go there directly, ticketpeak.org/Lyric Theater.
Yeah, and is there still a link there to your Facebook page?
Yes.
It's a live window. You can
Right.
go to the Facebook page if you want to
Absolutely.
be active. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of conversation too there. So, Eric, thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Don't be a stranger. You're always welcome back. Anytime that
much.
Juliana wants to schedule time here, she
She can
gets me
send
at
her
all hours of
father.
the night and says, "Can we come on?"
She's always a little hesitant because most places don't welcome me back, so she doesn't want to abuse your good nature.
No, anytime.
Thank you much.
Thanks, Eric.
Thanks.
Up next, patiently waiting in the studio, we have Alan Callahan, and he's here. He's a local artist on Mount Sherman. Is that right? No, he
Oh.
moved recently. No.
Just let him tell him when we get up here.
We'll talk to Alan in just a few minutes. He's got some amazing art that he's brought with us, and we'll be doing a show and tell segment. we'll be finding out all about Alan and where he lives, possibly, if he'll tell
Well,
us where
we
he lives.
delve into, you know.
We'll be back right after this.
There's nothing off limits.